Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this video handheld on an iPhone 6 Plus from the car. The video is a video update on the recent speaker upgrade I did in this BMW F30 that we own. The reason why I did the speaker upgrade, just quickly, if you didn't see my video, and then I will link the video in the description, is because this car came originally from the factory with the basic sound option, which here in Europe means that the car has no tweeters and that it has no amplifier and everything is amplified from the head unit. So if I go now a bit around the car, the car does have the big navigation, which is this thing here, but as I said, it did not have, it just had the basic sound. And when when we got the car, it's a 3 Series, your 3 Series F30, the current 3 Series model. So when we got the car, we were pretty disappointed, with the basic stereo sound, because we do like to listen to music in our cars, and it's one of the things that we really enjoy. So we wanted really to have a better sound. So I looked at the options quickly and I found out about the OEM Alpine upgrade that BMW offers for F30, so 3 Series cars, and the current 1 Series, which I think is F20, and maybe some other ones. So I looked into that and I made a separate review on that. I'm not gonna go into the details on that, but I just am making this particular video as a video response to that video that I made and the comment that a fellow YouTuber posted, Hossam. So Hossam, if you're looking if you're watching this video, this is this is now going to be a demo of the sound from the car. I don't know how much better this is going to sound over the video. I also do not have the before and after, unfortunately, because I didn't I never intended to do the before and after. And when I got the Alpine kit, I said, since I got it, before I install it, why not film it and to see, to let everybody see how the kit looks like. But now I got the since I got this message from Hossam, comment on my channel, I said I'll make this video. So without the further ado, now the car has this installed. The install obviously added the tweeters, which are now in the door sills. You will see them better here. So in order to install the tweeters, the door sills you need to order from BMW, because the door sills do not come as a part of the Alpine upgrade kit. So be sure when you're upgrading and buying the kit, also order the door sills. When I'm saying the door sills, I'm talking about this particular part here. So this part before did not have a speaker grill hole here. So in order to, if you would want to install a speaker from the Alpine upgrade in here, you will not be able to do so, because obviously there was no hole here. So in order to accommodate the speaker, you need to also order this part, which is the door trim or the door sill or whatever you want to call it. So what you get in the upgrade is, of course, the tweeters. Then these speakers here in the door, let me open that. So these speakers here are also changed. The previous ones are now out and the Alpine ones are inside there. And another thing that got upgraded with that upgrade was, an amplifier has been added, a 410 watt amplifier from Alpine, which is now powering the speakers instead of the head unit before that was powering the speakers. So this is what is new now, and these are basically the changes. And also, of course, last but not least, not to forget that, guys, you need to do the coding, because I'll give you my experience. I have mounted this into the car. My car audio, car alarm guy mounted it into the car, and when we first turned it on, in order to play louder the music, we needed to, on the head unit, to down tune the treble and bass all the way down in order for music not to distort. The reason for that, I believe, is that as the standard sound setup does not have an amplifier, and it doesn't have tweeters, for the lack of that and compensation, the sound is altered by the head unit a bit. in order to kind of give you an idea that you have speakers, although you don't really have them. I don't know if this, if you know what I'm talking about. But and the second thing is, when you put the amplifier in the car, so when you do the Alpine upgrade, it's good, I mean, you need to turn off the amplifying from the head unit on, because otherwise you get a pre-amplified, distorted a bit, pre-equalized sound coming from the head unit into your amplifier, right? And that was the reason that I needed, when I wanted to listen to it, when I upgraded to it, I had to down tune the basses all the way down tune the treble also almost to zero. I could have the bass on 1 or 2 or 3rd notch, but the treble almost to zero, because it was just too much. Then after the coding, right, you need to do the coding to the car, and that can be done by BMW or can be done by a person that know how to code and has the software and so on. When coded, it needs to be selected. I think the selection in the coding software was something like Alpine Retrofit Kit. And when it's coded that way, then it allows you, it, I think, turns off the preamp, it turns off the equalizing from the head unit. And what you get is, your normal sound, and then you can, play around with you can put the basses up and so on. So without further ado, this has been already 6 minutes and something. Let me play some sound. I hope you will hear how much louder this now is, or get an idea that this is loud enough for me at least. One thing, I think Hosam, you mentioned in your response to my video, is that you are now considering to stay with the under the seat woofers, the 6.5 woofers that came with the car, and then see if you will upgrade. This is exactly what I did. So I didn't go immediately for larger woofers. I didn't want to go for BMW OEM upgrade, but I was going, if I would go for the focal ones. The ones that are BMW specific. As you mentioned yourself, that's quite a hefty upgrade. I think it's around 400 euro, 500 euro for those 2 speakers alone. So my route was like, let's upgrade it as it is now, let's see what it does, and then if I'm not happy with the sound, then I'll do the woofers. But so far I'm not considering to do the woofers. I think I'm happy enough with the sound as it is now. Okay, so let's play some music and let's see how this sounds. This is now still at the lower volume. Of course it turned off because I was stationary in the car. So I apologize for that, guys. Now let me put the phone like this. Here we go, and now I'll put the volume up. So I hope this gives you a bit of an overview of what the upgrade does to the sound. I think it's a reasonable I think it's not a reason, but a quite good sound upgrade on what was before really poor sound. The sound was so poor, when I say poor, that when you were on a highway driving 130, which is the normal highway speed limit here in Europe, at least from the part of Europe that I come, you were, on a standard sound, you needed really to push the sound up in order to hear anything. That was the first problem. And the second one, it got so much distorted that you didn't want to really listen to it. So for me, that was like in town at lower speeds and listening to the radio or something like that, maybe, like to a show or something like that was okay. Can be done, but anything more than that was really poor. This is now, much better. It's to the point where I am okay with it. I don't need to upgrade it more at this point. So I'm fine, and I will stay currently with this setup. This is all for me for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this a bit different video, not on shoes, not on bags, but on car hi-fi. By all means, these are only my personal opinions. I'm not a car hi-fi or an audio specialist or whatever, so I'm just a user, and this is just my thoughts on the upgrade. If you have any questions, of course, as always, leave them in the comment section. If you like the video, hit the like button please, and subscribe as always, as it means a lot to me for you guys subscribing. Thank you a lot, and I hope I see you in my next video. Thank you guys, and bye for now.